I know for sure I'm not pregnant. All right. Like, girl, you don't know nothing. Hey y'all, hey, it's Beba Marie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just gonna be telling you guys about how I found out I was pregnant, how I told, you know, certain people that I was pregnant, my mom, my boyfriend, and also my early pregnancy symptoms. So basically, I conceived in the middle of October, so sometime in the month of October, that's when I conceived, you know, according to my due date and according to my doctor. So as of right now, tomorrow I will be 28 weeks. I'm having a son. I'm having me a little boy. I don't know yet what we're gonna name him. It's been tough to think of a name. So yeah. So November 5th, which was 2 days before my birthday, I was feeling a little sick, but I didn't feel like pregnancy sick. I wasn't, you know, throwing up right away. I was just, my nose was running, I had a cough, and my throat was hurting real bad, and I just felt really bad. Like, I remember it was not like a normal cold, but it was just, I don't know, it was strange. It was just random, and by the end of that day, I did experience some nausea and I did throw up, but I didn't think too much of it because of the simple fact that, you know, that I was not feeling good the whole day. And it's November, it's the beginning of November, everybody's getting sick around the time, or just getting off being sick, or in the middle of being sick, whatever the case is. Like, people just be sick all through fall and winter, so you never really think nothing of it, especially because, like I said, my symptoms weren't like pregnancy symptoms. It was like a cold. So whatever. So besides that nausea that night, I didn't have no reason to even think that I was pregnant, so I just let it go, and I didn't think not even twice about it. So the next day, it's the day before my birthday, and I was feeling fine. Like, I didn't have the cold symptoms no more. I wasn't nauseous. You know, like, I was just fine. I was really happy because it was my birthday the next day. So I'm calling my friends up. I'm trying to make plans, you know, like, what we doing? It's my birthday tomorrow, whatever. So, so then the next morning when I wake up, it's my birthday, y'all. So, my 18th birthday at that. So I did get pregnant while being 17, but I found out on my 18th birthday. So that day, since the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep, I was literally just bedridden. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to eat anything or drink anything. Everything made me nauseous, like even the sight of water. But that's how I would usually be if I had like a stomach virus or a stomach flu. And so that's exactly what I felt like. And I had told my mom about it, and she was like, yeah, there's a bug going around. Like, she knew somebody who had it or whatever the case was. So I'm like, okay, so maybe I'm just tripping, you know. But deep down, I felt like something was pretty off, just because of that little wave that I had the 2 days before of nausea, like just that little bit. And plus I was that, you know, I was feeling so bad this whole day that I was just like, you know, but I was trying to make myself believe that it wasn't like an option, like it wasn't a possibility or whatever. That same day, I went to the store with my boyfriend, and we were just talking, and he made a joke somewhere around the lines of like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I just like, I just laughed it off, and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And we didn't think too much of it. Still to this day, I don't think he was even being for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was just, you know, a girl throws up, you just crack a pregnancy joke. We laughed about it and whatever. He ended up going to work, and literally all day I was just thinking about what he said, like, pregnant. I couldn't get it out of my head, and then out of nowhere, like, a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, yo, I have a test in my dresser right now. And I had this test from like a couple months before because I had a scare and obviously it was negative. And so I kept the second test that I got. I was like, you know what? Nobody even needs to know that I'm taking the test. You know, like I'm not even going to tell him. I'm not going to tell my mom. I'm not going to tell nobody because I'm just doing this for a peace of mind. Just to cross it off the list. Like, I know for sure I'm not pregnant. Alright. Like, girl, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing because you pregnant. But this stuff is crazy because I just can't believe that it happened to me still. Like, this was months ago and I still am so shook by it. Yeah, so I decided I was gonna take the test. I waited like probably like an hour or two and then I took the test. And you know how on the test it'll be like wait for 2 minutes, wait for 5 minutes. I didn't have to wait at all. As soon as I put the P drops on the test, that thing said, y'all, I'm not even playing, that thing said no, for real. And so at that point I didn't have no doubt in my mind that I was pregnant because like I said, like I was already having the thoughts and it was already there. But since my mom had said everything about the bug going around, I was just trying to get myself to believe that I wasn't. But once I seen the lines and once I seen how dark they were, I was just like, yo. So once I first seen that it was positive, I literally was like, I know you're lying. Like, out loud, I said it. That's exactly what I said. I was like, I know you lying. I just started crying. I just cried. And then I just started to thank God, like, thank you. And I just was so everywhere because I was so happy, but I was so overwhelmed. I had so many questions. It was just so much. And my boyfriend didn't even know I was taking a test. So now I gotta tell this man that I'm pregnant and he don't even know we're taking a test. Anyways, I called him and I hung up right away. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until he gets to the house. I'm gonna wait till he gets off work. Either way, he ended up calling me like a couple hours afterwards. And he was on break. And he was just trying to talk to me normally. And I just couldn't talk to him normally because I just knew that I was pregnant. And I just wanted to tell him so bad. And he still wasn't off for a couple of hours. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna show it to him. I didn't know what to do. Like, I was just everywhere. So I literally just showed him the test. And I remember he was like, what is that? And he was just looking and he was like, what? Are you for real? Like, now we know why you've been feeling the way you've been feeling and whatever. He was really supportive right from day one. So, you know, we got off the phone and we talked when he got off or whatever. And ever since the first day, he's been there. Thank God. I'm really grateful for that. So that's basically how I told him. And then once he got off, we actually sat down and talked about it and really was like, wow, like we're really about to have a child. When it comes to my boyfriend and my mom, they were the two people that I wanted to let know, you know, on my terms, and I wanted to let them know quick. You know, I wanted to let them know and have them be a part of everything with me. But I didn't plan on telling my mom so quickly. I didn't want to wait like a week or two, at least go to my first appointment and, you know, confirm everything. But I couldn't because, you know, I think it was like 1 or 2 days after I found out, I was still feeling so sick. I remember I went to my mom's room and I was just like, hey, I really don't feel good. And you know, and she's just like, well, what do you feel? And I was like, I'm still throwing up and I just don't feel good. I can't even drink water. I can't even, like, I haven't ate in 2-3 days already. Like, I am so sick at this point. And she was like, yeah, I'm starting to think you're pregnant. And she was like, I'm starting to think you're pregnant. You've been feeling like this for way too long. A virus would have been passed over by now. And which is true, a virus usually only lasts 24 to 48 hours. So you being sick more than 2 days just already, you know, gave it away. And she was like, well, I think you're pregnant. And I was like, yeah, I think you might be right. And I just walked out of the room. And mind you guys, I literally had my test in my pocket when I went to her room with the intentions of telling her that I was pregnant because I felt so sick. I couldn't go around just pretending that I was fine because I really just couldn't. Like, I was just throwing up and it was starting to catch everyone's attention in the house. So yeah, after that, she was like, well, did you take a test? And I just turned around and I grabbed the test out of my pocket and I just showed it to her, and I was like, yeah, I took a test. As soon as she looked at it, she was like, yes, yes, I knew it. Like, you were pregnant, and well, you are pregnant. I didn't know what to expect from my mom, but it actually did turn out really good. You know, she just told me, like, I don't want you stressing out. I need you to be eating. You need to relax. You need to drink water. You know, just stuff that like motivated me and just made me feel really supported, and I needed that because, like I said, my mom and my boyfriend were the only two people that I really just, you know, I wanted to just, I don't know, I just wanted it to be perfect. Having her support and having his support was really what made me so, like, once that was said and done, I was just so happy. I felt open, I felt free, just because I was like, I don't have to hide this. Like, I could just be pregnant. My close friends and my family, I was telling them pretty much, you know, whenever I got the chance, whenever a conversation popped up or whenever I was talking to them, I would let them know. But I didn't come out with my pregnancy to the public, like to social media and everything, until I passed my first trimester. So by then, like, all my friends and all my family already knew. It was just a matter of like anybody and everybody knowing. But yeah, so that's how I told them, and that's how everybody got to know or whatever, and that's how I found out I was pregnant. So for my first trimester, it was basically the nausea. I don't remember anything else but the nausea. I just remember losing about 10 pounds and throwing up every day, not being able to eat. And when I did eat, I was eating like cold frozen applesauce almost, and popsicle, Gatorades, drinking Pedialyte. That was literally all my first trimester. It was horrible. I ended up going on dicleges 3 times a day to help me like cope with the nausea and everything. And I still to this day take dicleges. I just don't take it every day. I've been having nausea and vomiting pretty much my whole pregnancy, but now it is way better. But then I was taking them faithfully every day, 3 times a day. And yeah, so it wasn't easy. Second trimester, my symptoms were mostly just like stretching pains. I felt the baby kick for the first time. And yeah, and I found out that of course I was having a boy. So my son. Now I'm doing much better, and my son is expected to be here in July. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this story. It's nothing too dramatic. I actually had a pretty good experience just being pregnant overall. The only thing that was really hard for me during this pregnancy was really my nausea. I mean, y'all, like, I'm not even making this up. It was rough. It was so rough. But besides that, I'm really excited to meet my son. I hope you guys liked watching this video. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it answered some of your questions. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked watching this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Period.